you ever tried holding a person in the air with only one hand? I doubt it. What about trying to do flips, cartwheels, and roundoffs? Most people will not attempt these tasks because they are too hard or dangerous. Cheerleaders do these things all the time, yet no one gives them enough credit or even recognizes these activities to be a sport. While you are lifting weights, I am lifting people. Now, lifting another person for around 2 minutes up in the air and keeping them stable the whole time sure sounds like an athlete to me. We have to make sure that when we hold someone in the air that they land safely on the ground. We must be aware of our surroundings because if you bump into someone or into something, you can injure them and yourself, whether you are tumbling or stunting. You have to be a team and trust each other or someone is going to get hurt. I want cheerleaders to get enough credit for the work they do, have others stop the stereotyping, and for people to consider cheerleading to be a sport. We cheer for you. Why not cheer for us? Cheerleaders go to all the games, hang up flyers, and hold pep rallies to make sure the community and the school comes to the games and supports all of you. Whether it's basketball or football, you can believe we're going to be there. Some colleges even have cheerleaders come to the volleyball games to help support them. All over the country, people do not pay attention to cheerleaders. We work just as hard as you work. Cheerleaders work with everyone in the school to try to get them to agree on how to spread more school spirit. May I remind you, this is not an easy task. We constantly are checking with the principal, asking him to approve pep rallies and bonfires to help spread the school spirit. Every sport has its difficulties and has special equipment to prevent injuries. We do not have helmets, mouthpieces, or knee pads to protect ourselves if we fall. At practice, we do get to cover the floor with mats in case we fall, but during a pep rally or a game, we do not have any special equipment that is going to be there to catch us if we fall. We use our teammates. This sport is serious stuff. According to the website sportsgirlsplay.com, 65% of girls in high school sports in the last 25 years have hurt themselves severely while playing the sport cheerleading. When Kansas.com did an article about the doctors and what they think about cheerleading, they said they do consider it a sport because of all the horrible injuries that happen. Most of the injuries were serious concussions. Just like in football or soccer, the state requires us to sign a concussion form stating all the risks involved with serious head injuries like a concussion. NBCnews.com did a story on a young girl, Jessica Lebosco, who was 16 at the time and had suffered from 3 previous concussions while cheerleading. Sadly, in practice one day, while basing an inexperienced flyer, Jessica was struck in the head during the flyer's dismount. Jessica now suffers from severe memory loss and is no longer allowed to cheer. Cheerleaders get hurt just like you do, whether you're playing football, soccer, volleyball, track. I'm not trying to imply that these other sports are simple and easy to do and have a less likely chance of injury, but I am saying cheerleaders need support through their injuries and their performances. People stereotype others all over the world. These people are downright mean. Susie must be stupid because she is a blonde. Now, no one wants to be stereotyped whether it's about your race, your sex, or the sport you play. Now, I realize everyone has been criticized by hurtful comments. The only assured way for these hurtful comments to stop is if each and every one of us in this room fix ourselves first. Eventually, others will follow in your footsteps. Cheerleaders, like others, hear hurtful comments and are stereotyped all the time. For instance, they are called dumb, prissy, stuck up, and many not-so-nice names I'd rather not repeat. I have been cheering for a long time, and I've always been at the top of my class. Actually, I have tutored a handful of my classmates, but just because I'm a cheerleader, prejudice calls me dumb. Over in Australia, a news team on the illawarramercury.com.au did a report about the Flames cheerleaders over in Australia, which I quote, "were out to bust some dumb long men." The Flames cheerleaders talk about how stereotyping happens in all sports, but cheerleaders tend to get it a little bit more. Cheerleaders have to be smart and have to be always 2 steps ahead. When doing a dance, cheer, stunt, etc., you have to be ready for what happens after the move you just made. If you forget the actions of a cheer, not much happens, but if you forget what happens next in a stunt or a dance, someone's going to get hurt. We practice to become familiar with our routine, so when it comes to showtime, we can do the routine with ease. Our uniform and our dance outfit is a big part of our routine too. Just because we like to look good, we are called prissy little girls. Most girls involved with sports try to look good, so why is it so annoying that cheerleaders do so too? One of the most hurtful comments is talking about a cheerleader's weight and how she looks in her uniform. Not everybody can be the tiny flyer in a stunt. Squats need sturdy bases to catch and hold the flyer up in the air. How can this happen if every one of us looks like a toothpick? We work hard and look good doing it before, during, and after performances. Not many other sports can say the same. Cheerleading is all about making what we do look easy and keeping the school and community involved. If we look bad, the school and community look bad too. So before smarting off about a cheerleader being dumb or prissy, why not take a look at yourself? Take a look at yourself. Odds are you like to look good and you don't like being called names either. In volleyball, you see girls jumping off the ground to hit a ball. When you pole vault and track, you have to hold your own weight and go over a bar. During football, the offensive line protects the quarterback from getting tackled so he can throw a pass or run for a touchdown. Cheerleading relates to all these sports. How? I will tell you. While volleyball players jump straight up and come straight down, cheerleaders jump up and do a toe touch or another jump and land in the same exact place they started. While you pole vault and track, you have to support your own weight. Cheerleaders have to support their weight and another person's weight while stunting. Now, football players block each other to protect their teammates so they can run the ball for a touchdown. In cheerleading, we protect our teammates by spotting stunts and catching the top girl when she starts to fall towards the ground. Can you see the similarities? I decided to visit the KU Cheer website to help show you the difficulty involving the stunting. KU does a very good job working with difficult stunts while taking safety precaution. I have a short video that I found involving 3 stunt groups. Can you see the difficulty in that stunt? One of the most difficult things to do is keeping different stunt groups together on their counts so it makes it look like they're working as one. These girls and guys have to be strong and support their own weight plus that of another individual. These stunts require balance, concentration, strength, and most importantly, trust in your teammates. If you consider volleyball, track, and football sport, please consider cheerleading to be a sport also. Cheerleaders have to be strong and smart to even perform stunts and dances and other routines that we do. On top of that, we have to be a close team because if your team does not get along, someone will get hurt. Everyone deserves a little support once in a while, so tell your school's cheerleading squad they are doing a good job and appreciate what they do. Do not make fun of them because odds are they could easily make fun of you too, but they choose not to do it. The more people who support cheerleaders and stop the stereotyping will help people consider cheerleading to be a sport. Cheerleaders work to bring everyone together and spreads the school spirit, so join them.